What's up, YouTube? Good morning. It is the 28th of January and it is about 9 o'clock right now. I just woke up not too long ago. Technically, I woke up a little bit earlier at like 7. I don't know why, but I was just like starving. But now I'm up for real and I'm just about to make my breakfast because I literally like cannot wait to eat. But basically, it's been a long time since I've been back on YouTube. I know, like, I always say that I'm gonna try and be consistent, but I'm not, and I just kind of like disappear. But yeah, this is me trying to be consistent with making YouTube videos again because, to be honest, I do miss it. I do feel like the reason why I haven't been is just like because I feel like my life wasn't so interesting. Because, you know, like the times where I was the most consistent with it was when I was on prep. There was a lot to document. And then obviously after show, it was a very difficult time for me and life just happened. So picking up the camera just wasn't a priority to me. But I promise you that this time won't be the last time that I disappear. I can't promise that, but I'm gonna try to be as consistent as I can. But yeah, before I go into the details about what has been going on in the previous months, let me just have my breakfast, which is my usual protein oats, because what else do I eat for breakfast? Yeah, I'm just gonna chop some strawberries as my toppings today, and then I'm gonna show you what it looks like. So this is the bowl of oats I'm having this morning. Sorry, it's not the most aesthetically pleasing bowl of oats, but it's just, yeah, oatmeal, protein powder, strawberries, cinnamon, and pink Himalayan salt. Okay, so I am finally back. It's already like noon. I was just caught up with a bunch of admin work, some late client check-ins, but this is where I'm about to give you a rundown of my life for the past few months that I've been away from YouTube. So I don't even know where to start because I just feel like a lot has just happened and a lot has changed in my life. Okay, so my last video was like my whole post-show reverse diet thing, right? I do have to say that post-show for me was a rough time. I kind of like knew what to expect, but it's just so different when you experience it like firsthand. I know it is a struggle that a lot of people go through like post-show, and I think because I was technically on prep for like a whole year. You know, I started my first prep March 2020, went on all the way until around September, and then I had like a short mini off season. That's when I joined Team Elite Physique, and then I prepped again at the end of December, and my show was in March. So yeah, it was like a whole year of me just going at it just because I was so into it. I was so motivated. I just really wanted to have my first stage experience. Post-show was tough for me just because there was no show to work towards, and the hunger that I was experiencing with food and everything was just insane. I was binge eating quite a lot, and you know, I haven't gone through that in like such a long time. I did have a past with binge eating during university for a bit, but like the extent that it went to post-show, for obvious reasons because you've been like starving your body for so long, it was just crazy, and I've never had anything like that. So I literally was like, oh my god, I have an issue. Like, I was so food focused. I just wanted to eat everything. At some point I just like didn't care, and I just wanted to take a break mentally, but I didn't really like do that, you know. I just kept training just because I love to train, and being in the gym was like my happy moment. But like, I just struggled with food so much that regardless of how much I trained or like still trying to keep up with cardio, my weight just shot up like super quickly. And mind you, sometimes I wasn't even like binging on unhealthy shit, okay? Like I could be binging on like rice cakes or like chicken and stuff, but like next thing I know, I just packed on like so much weight so quickly. I started to get comments from people close to me and be like, oh damn, like, are you bulking? Like, you changed. And that really got into my head, you know, when of course you get a lot of comments during prep of like, oh my god, you're looking so good, blah blah blah. Not that it like mattered, but I think people just got so used to like commenting on my physique. But then like now when it comes like the other way, where it's not me getting lean, it's me like getting big, right? It hit different. Try to ignore it, but not gonna lie, it did get to me a little bit, and I was just at a point where I wasn't sure if bodybuilding was for me, because I'm like, oh, am I gonna have to go through this like every single time? Like, I just don't feel as confident, and I was hiding in t-shirts and everything. Then I basically just like shifted my entire focus towards my job. So I was working a lot, and that was when I basically burnt out without realizing that I was. So yeah, I kind of quit my job just because it just wasn't for me. I think it was good to definitely have the experience of working at a gym, because that was all I knew starting out, like switching from like an office job to becoming a fitness coach. So it was a great start. I loved my workplace, but I think like this work schedule of having to wake up so early and teach so many classes just wasn't for me. I just prefer much on like one-on-one type of thing, and I just felt like there was a lot of opportunities with online coaching, and you know, having been coached by someone online and getting the best results I've ever had in my life, I felt like, oh, I could really try to build something out of this, especially in Thailand where online coaching isn't really a thing. Really wanted to change the way girls feel about strength training, about dieting in general. So I wanted to start my own things. So yeah, I started my business in August, and by October it was doing really, really well. So yeah, I just spent all that time just channeling my energy into starting my own business and also making time for friends. So I was living like a pretty flexible life. But by October, I was like, you know what, with the weight I've gained and everything, like I just need to do something about it, especially because I know that deep down, bodybuilding is something that I really love, and I really, really want to step on stage again. I didn't give myself a timeline of like when I'd be back on stage, just because I'm like, I know I have to heal. I know I have things I have to work on. Plus there's like, I still need to be building muscle, you know, because like when I stepped on stage, I was quite small to a lot of girls. So there's a lot of work to be done, but I didn't want to give myself any like pressure of like when I have to step on stage again. Like I just want to do it when it feels right physically and mentally for me. I got back with a different coach just to try something new out, also because like at that time I was trying to save money, right? Because I just started my own business and like nothing was secure. So he got my weight down, but yeah, the approach just wasn't for me, and it just made me realize like having a good coach is everything, and you know, the investment is worth it. Like, so don't try to go for the cheaper option, you know, like now I know. So now I'm back with Anya. So I was on like really low calories with like the coach that I was with. So right now we're just trying to build my calories up just to get it to a much healthier point, while also trying to get me a little bit leaner, because I'm still like way above stage weight. So I'm like 20 pounds, over 20 pounds above stage weight. So it's a little crazy, and I know it seems like such a long way to go in my head, but I'm just choosing to take my time, trust in the process, trust in my coach, and I know that yeah, with time I'll get to where I want to be. But I can honestly say that right now I'm at a point where I am very happy. I'm secure with my business. I'm happy with where I'm at mentally and physically. I feel confident again, even though I'm nowhere near stage weight, but I have, you know, given myself enough time to work on loving myself regardless of which stage I'm at. Yeah, I'm just grateful for everything that I've been through in the past year, even though it was rough as shit, I swear to God. Back on my feet now and just ready to keep rolling. Maybe if possible I'll step on stage towards the end of the year, but once again, I don't want to rush things, and I want to make sure as well that like everything's looking good physically and mentally before I decide to do that, because health is number one, always. I know that was a really long update, but like I said, a lot happened, so that's basically what's up. But anyways, today I'm just gonna take you through like a casual Saturday in my life. Well, not casual, because today is a little bit special because we have my first ever team meetup with my clients here in Thailand. So I do take clients worldwide, so I have some in the States, some in Europe, but right now we're hosting a meetup with all my clients in Thailand, which I would say is like the majority of my clientele, like 80%. So I'm excited for that tonight. It's gonna be at 8:30 at a rooftop bar-ish at this hotel. But before we go to that, I also have to train. I still have to do my cardio, and I also got to meal prep a little bit, so I will take you through that. For now, I am going to go get in my pre-workout meal, so I'm gonna get that in and then I'm gonna get ready to train. So this is my pre-workout meal at the moment. It's just a little bit of rice and scrambled egg whites with mushroom. I know there's not a lot of rice on there because her calories are still relatively low, but we move, you know. Thank God I had my oats earlier, so that was like my meal with the most amount of carbs, and I usually like to train when I'm like 2 meals in. So yeah, just gonna enjoy this meal and then I'm gonna train in like 45 minutes to an hour or so. So see you soon.
Hey, watch out what you got.
I'm about to have some rice cakes as my post-workout meal. I've been on a rice cake grind recently, and sometimes I switch it up between like the things that I put on my rice cakes. So today I'm just doing almond butter and cinnamon, and then I also have a few bare ones for my savory rice cakes, so I get a little bit of both. And what I like to use is this Colonel Seasons ranch seasoning, so I just sprinkle a little bit on top of my rice cake and it literally like tastes like chips. Well, kind of close. This is what I do. I sometimes go a little bit overboard with this seasoning, but it gets everywhere. Everywhere. I'm happy though. Okay, so my chicken is out of the air fryer. This is what they look like. So I like to do like different seasonings just so that I don't get bored. So these two are like barbecue and paprika, and this one has like garlic powder and this lemon pepper seasoning that I've been obsessed with. And that is how I meal prep my chicken in literally like 15 minutes without having to watch over it or anything. So it's just super convenient. So if you don't have time, if you're a busy gal, invest in an air fryer. Highly recommend. The last one is my protein shake. So I like to get it a little bit thick. This is like the chocolate hazelnut one. And the key to this is basically here, xanthan gum. So I basically consider this like my sweet treat of the day, and it helps a lot with my sugar cravings. I love sweet things, so this is kind of like a little treat for me. So I just finished showering and I am going to go out for a little walk just because I still need to get my daily steps in, but I also have some cards that I have to finish writing up, so I think I'm gonna walk to a cafe nearby at the mall in work on that, and then I'm gonna walk back, maybe eat something before I go, depends on my hunger levels. I'm trying to like space out my meals a bit, and this is something that I do all the time on the days where I'm really hungry. I'm trying not to eat all my meals at once, and I'm kind of lazy to bring my camera with me, so I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'll just see you when I get back home, prepare all the goodies for all the girls, and then we will leave together to go to the bar. Okay, so I just got home from my little walk, and I'm just gonna show you everything that I have packed up because all of my girls struggle with getting protein in. I decided to get them some protein crisps, but also there's like this protein bite thing. And now that it's focusing, you can see that it's like a cookies and cream flavor. I don't think the calories are like super on point, but I mean, there is a lot of protein in here, so I think this will just come in handy when the girls go to work and don't have time to eat much, which is like the majority of my girls. So yeah, there's the cookies and cream one, there's the dark chocolate one, which is amazing. And then I have all these cards that are written out. I decided to write them like individual message just to give a little something, you know. Acknowledge all their little wins, big wins, and just their own personal journey in general. I just think all of this will be very useful for the girls. I think it's a great gift. Hope they like it.
Hey, yo, watch out what you got.
Hello! This is your moment of fame! Hi, Charlotte! Hi, Erin!
Gotta try, this shit come easy when I'm with my slimes. Yeah, pop a bean, keep my system really
Hi,
drinking water, be like kerosene, caught you busting the moon. I'm just sauce acting stupid, love just hide on in Cupid. I'm with my dogs every grove and 4 on the floor, that's a drug I'm abusing.
Good morning, guys. It is the day after, but basically I forgot to pick up my camera because I came home quite late, like around 1 a.m. and I basically did not have dinner before I went because I was like trying to space out my meals, right? But I didn't expect to come home that late, so I was having chicken at like 1 a.m. That was like my last meal. But yeah, so I thought I might just do my outro now. If you watch my previous vlogs in my channel, you know how bad I am with outros. I just forget about it. Like, I don't know why, but it happens every single time. So just to recap about last night, I think I had like such a good time, and it's so nice to see how well the girls got along. I honestly felt like mother hen. It's like so strange. It's like you bring all these girls together, and then at one point we were like talking about protein intake and like daily steps, and I'm like, oh my god, who are these girls? Like, don't even know them anymore. But yeah, I just think, you know, to me, community plays such a huge role, and also like, oops, that's my WhatsApp, support as well. And sometimes, you know, being on a fitness journey, you can feel so alone just because, you know, other people in your life might not get what you're doing, like maybe people at work or like your family. So it's just nice to meet people who are on a similar journey as you, and like people who just get it, you know, and it just makes it so much easier to kind of push through the hard days when you have these types of support. So I'm glad that we finally made the meetup happen. It was supposed to happen like back in December, but of course with the holidays and everything, it just like kept being pushed off. And yeah, the vibe was just so good. The girls had fun, you know, and it was just nice to connect on a more personal level and just talk about other things that isn't just about fitness too, you know. So I'm really happy with where I am, super grateful for the life I get to live and for the people that are around me, you know, whether it's my family, my friends, my clients. Like, I feel like I have such a good support system around me as well. And you know, right now I don't wish for anything else. That is basically my updates about my life. So I guess this is gonna be the end of my vlog for today. Thank you so much for tuning in and for being patient with my inconsistency with making vlogs. So yeah, if you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more videos, and I'll see you in my next vlog. Bye.